All right, hello everyone. Thank you very much for joining us. Just as a quick reminder, please everyone keep yourself muted unless I call upon you so that we have the best audio for everyone. I'm going to go in a predetermined order, so please look out for your name. Also, as a courtesy to everyone so that everyone gets a question, please make sure that you only ask one question, no follow-ups or no two-parters. Thank you very much. So to start off, we are going to begin with Nirmika from Rolling Stone, India.
Oh, hi, what an honor. Hello, Mariah.
Hi, Namika. So nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you too. Hello from India. We're thrilled here to speak with you, and what a big honor. Congratulations on the special.
Oh,
And oh my God, my heart is beating at the speed of light right now. I can't quite believe that I'm speaking with you, but it's amazing to be in a conversation with you. So I have a very simple question, Mariah. You have achieved and felt every kind of success there is to achieve. You've received love from your fans. There've been accolades and awards, and of course, there's commercial success. My question is very simple. What are your biggest creative dreams right now as an artist, as a human being?
wow. Well, first of all, thank you for all the beautiful and kind words. Believe me, it means so much. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Love to everyone where you're at. My biggest dreams, I feel like one of them is what we're doing right now, having this to share with the world this Christmas, having this Christmas special. And it's been so great working with Apple Plus and just, this has been a very tough year for us all, but also coming off writing my memoir and then being able to roll into working on this special, which again, it's been like a dream project for me. So more to come. Excited about my biggest new dream is excitement about my memoir and what that's going to be in terms of the filmed version and what we end up doing with that. So that's next. By we, I mean me. So I'm figuring it out with a couple of friends, a couple of friends I love.
Right, thank you. Next up, we are going to have Carla from InStyle Mexico.
Hi everyone and hi Mariah. I'm so glad to be talking to you. I love that you have your dog with you. I am a huge animal lover, so that's so cute. So I read that you wrote the song "All I Want for Christmas Is You" because you wanted to write a song that made you feel like a carefree young girl this at Christmas. So now, as a mom, how do you make your kids have the best Christmas ever?
Well, I always hope that they do have the best Christmas ever, and I really try. They actually gave me their Christmas lists yesterday, which were very large. So we're getting into that. But we have our traditions and our things that we do. And for me, it's at the end of the day, it's really about the spirit of Christmas. But we do everything from watch Christmas movies together, constantly listen to Christmas music to the point where I'm like, I hope I'm not overdoing this for them. Like, I don't want them to grow up and just be like, yeah, we did all that. She made us celebrate all the time. But the truth is, every time they bring something up to me, they're like, we can't wait for Christmas or we miss Christmas. And so I think this year of all years is going to be a lot of excitement for us all just to be celebrating. Thank you so much for the question.
All right, next up, we are going to have Tomas from La Nacion, Argentina.
Hi, Mariah. How are you?
Good.
I want to know. Yeah, great. I want to know, when do you realize that All I Want for Christmas Is You was such a phenomenon?
Well, it's been an interesting journey with it. I wrote this song so long ago. It's the first Christmas song that I ever wrote. And I actually I feel like I grew into loving the song more. I've said this before, but as time has gone by, I've really appreciated the song and appreciated, because I feel it every time I write a song, it's a gift. You're getting this gift from the universe, and it's really just something that I'm so grateful for the ability to do, is write songs. But this one in particular, All I Want for Christmas Is You, people really have connected with it in a way that I never knew was going to be like this. So it's just it's my Christmas gift.
Next, we're going to have Jose from Chile.
Hi, Mariah. How are you?
Hi, Jose. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. How was the experience of singing with artists so much different, like Ariana Grande or Snoop Dogg, for example?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand the first part of the question.
How was the experience with singing with artists like Ariana Grande or Snoop Dogg?
Well, two totally different scenarios.
Yeah.
I think what happened was we were all excited about the collaboration with Ariana and J Hud, which is my song "Oh Santa." So that required a little bit more of me as a producer, structuring the song for three voices rather than just for me, and really kind of taking the opportunity to have fun with it and play, and visually in the special, it's so fun. Snoop surprised me at the last minute, came to the shoot. He was like, I really want to do something for the kids for Christmas. And I wasn't even realizing, like, you just have to watch the special and how he came through and what he did and why I'm obsessed with this Christmas moment with Snoop in particular. But that's a whole nother story.
Next up, we're going to have Gautam from the Hindu in India.
Hi, Mariah. It's great to be here. How are you doing?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
The same here, Mariah. So my question is, at the end of this year, when we've had the pandemic and it's been such a crazy year for everybody across the world, how much do you think the world needs Christmas and a special like this to kind of cheer everybody up? Was that the motive of doing this with Apple, your Christmas special?
The goal was to just do the best and most festive, most beautiful Christmas special that we could, especially with to your first point about this year being so difficult, we really needed to get through it. So thankfully we were able to pull it off and do it while going through COVID and dealing with all that stuff. Luckily, we had already started talking about it, conceptualizing it earlier, and they've just been so great. Everybody that worked on the special has been amazing. So yeah, I hope you like it.
Next up, we are going to have Gonzalo from La Tercera in Chile.
Hi, Gonzalo.
Hi, thank you for having me. The world of music has changed a lot in the last 25 or 30 years, which is the time that has passed since the release of Merry Christmas and your first album.
It's a little bit more time, but yes.
What would you say is for you as an artist the greatest challenge of making new pop music in these times?
I think you just have to be open-minded and open to, if you want to do a collaboration, open to exploring all different styles of music. It's like there's other artists who reach out to me, and sometimes it's for a Christmas thing, sometimes it's not. It's like just you get into that creative zone with whoever you're working with. And I think there's a thing of not trying too hard to try and make a hit. Like, that doesn't feel organic to me. Like, it just has to feel like it comes from within you, and then you do it. And if it's great, then hopefully people feel it in the same way you feel it. For me, it's like it's like if you love it, and you love what you're doing, that's the most important thing.
Next up is Elodie from L in France.
I'm just trying not to talk over you, Elodie.
You released an autobiography and an album, The Rarities, and now this Christmas special. And you've been known for being the Christmas queen for years. Everyone associates you to Christmas. So is it a time of reflection and nostalgia? Because it seems like there's a lot from the past coming right now.
Yes, it's definitely, thank you for the question. It's definitely nostalgic for me. Everything is like for the nostalgia, because we live these times in our life. Like you mentioned, my autobiography, my memoir, it's really brought me to a different place just as an artist. And I think that going through that creative experience, writing, working so intensely on the project for 3 years, with my collaborator, Michaela Angela Davis, we really, really worked hard on it. And I think that all of that, just being in that that space created this moment for me to be like, okay, let's dive into the special, like dive into this Christmas special and really make it a magical Christmas special that we can all be proud of and everybody can feel like their spirit is lifted by the experience.
Next up, we're going to have Elizabeth from Mexico.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you, Elizabeth.
Well, as a queen of Christmas, how do you imagine New York without celebration, without people in the streets on Christmas and New Year's Day?
Well, that is something we experienced in New York, really. Like, I didn't go anywhere. I went for one walk and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. We saw no one. I had a mask, like I had gloves on. We weren't playing games. So, I mean, that experience was so weird growing up as a New Yorker and always seeing the hustle and bustle and people and everything. And now, you know, and especially when we were there, just, I don't know, it was very tough. And I was just telling somebody, I was like, what are we going to do? Everybody's buying up all the products and everything. What am I doing? What my Christmas lights? We need to get all the decorations. So here we have a lot of the decorations in the land and we're bringing this festive moment to you.
Next up is Allison from the Straits Times in Singapore.
Hi, Mariah. You look lovely, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Especially given that it's 2 a.m. Yeah, so are you ever nostalgic? Do you ever get nostalgic for a time when Christmas was simpler or, you know, less commercialized? Or do you kind of enjoy the over-the-top aspects of it as well today?
I mean, is that really your question? Yes, I definitely enjoy the over-the-top aspects of it, but it is ultimately about the spirit because you can't just do the over-the-top if you don't care about it. If it's not a thing that you actually love, then that's all just extra to me. I think there's some things that are over the top, but some things that might not be as over the top as they could be, and that's why they resonate more with you. You know what I mean? Like a simple Christmas tree is not like a pink plastic thing with a bunch of multicolored lights, but someone might like that. That might be their Christmas fantasy. I know that this is kind of like one of mine.
Ermika, do you have a second question?
Hello? Hi.
Hi.
Hi, can you hear me? Okay, great. Awesome. Yes, I do. Mariah, one of the things I think that your artistry speaks of is empowerment, right? When they see a woman like you up there ruling the charts, making those fabulous albums, it speaks volumes for, you know, for the success that, you know, everyone has in them as, you know, as a potential breakout artist or somebody who's had it over the years. The industry, of course, is, you know, there is an underrepresentation of women musicians in the industry. How do you feel as a role model? You know, how do you feel about being visible out there, you know, for the time that you've been there? What does that mean for, you know, little girls who want to be Mariah tomorrow?
Well, I would definitely say that I agree with you. There is underrepresentation of women, especially in, and not so much now, but in the songwriting space and in the producing space. But reading my book for little girls, since you mentioned little books, what would you say to a little girl? And it's like the goal of writing my memoir was to emancipate my inner child. And I wanted that little girl who felt scared and shy and alone and really just neglected in a lot of ways. I wanted to do that for who I was as a kid, because I've never let go of my inner child, which is why there's so much fun and festiveness and we push through, and then, you know, we all get tired and we all go through stuff. But, you know, I feel like there's a special thing you have to hold on to. There's a song by Luther Vandross called With a Child's Heart. And I always think about that because it's such a pure place. So it's been amazing to share this moment with my kids and just reflect on like growing up and how this has been a journey for me, and we're still on it, and we're not even at Christmas yet. So I hope you guys do like the special. I love it. I'm excited. I'm still waiting to watch it from the beginning. Somehow I've not been given the entirety of the thing. I don't know, but I know it by heart and I love it. So thank you so much, and I hope you feel the spirit when you watch it.
Carla, your second question.
Thank you so much. So talking about your childhood, what has been the most significant Christmas present you have received, and what is the greatest present that you have given?
I don't know. I don't know the answer. Like the song, All I Want for Christmas Is You. I literally say, I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree, because it's not the point of the present that you get. Sure, we all want diamonds, but but it is, for me, it's about the spirit. Now, that doesn't mean if someone doesn't get me something or give me something or make something for me, that I won't feel a little bit sad, like, oh, they didn't even like make an attempt. But really, it's not about the grandeur, all of it. We love that. We love it. But it is about the spirit for me.
Tomas?
Yeah, last year you issued an anniversary edition of Merry Christmas. This year, the Lamberley is going nuts about MC30. I was wondering if you have any surprise, like people are wondering about What Are You Christmas, the demo version, or maybe another song, something in the vault, in your vault for Christmas.
Well, we did a lot of exploring in my vault. There is another song that I did for Christmas. I don't want to go too much into it. Didn't get a chance to do it this year on the special. Was really sad about that. That's its own thing. But but it is exciting to find those other moments. Like there's a lot of moments that I think the Lamely is going to love. And sometimes I'll just forget about it, like, oh yeah, I did this song, or what's this title? Because sometimes it's a rough title. It's not even what I go with. It's just like for laughs. I would literally call something Just for Laughs and listen back to it and go, oh, that wasn't just for laughs. I should have done it. But, there's a lot more to come, more rarities and more new stuff and more other moments that have been exciting for this, for being the bleak year that this has been. I've been thankful to have these projects, the memoir, the rarities, and now the Christmas special, and just, looking forward to adapting to the way we're doing things in life right now and still being creative.
Jose?
Hi, Mariah. Again, it's me.
Hi.
Do you feel this Christmas will be more significant than other Christmas because, pandemic? And what is the message with this special Christmas?
Well, again, it's not just one message. It's really every year I feel the same way. I love Christmas every single year. Of course, that's my thing. It's probably the thing I love the most in terms of like living for it. But I do think this year Christmas is extremely necessary, and the holiday season is not going to feel like what a lot of people have felt that it should, or that it did in previous years because of the pandemic. But I mean, I am one of those people that I love even sitting in the bed, watching a Christmas movie, having my little whatever, hot chocolate, and just like having my close knit family that's been with me through this whole time. And yes, I'm going to miss seeing the Lamely. I'm going to miss seeing all the different people, because it's all such a variety of fans that come to my Christmas shows, all different religions, all different races, all different age groups, kids with their parents, or whoever. So many people are there, and I end my book with a chapter called A Snow Globe of Joy, which is really about sharing that moment with all the people that are there in celebration of Christmas with me. But this year being the way it's been, I'm so thankful that this magical Christmas special exists, because I do think people are going to get some joy from it. That's my goal.
Gautam?
Hey Mariah, hi. I know this must be difficult, but could you pick one favorite Christmas memory of yours with the twins since you became a mom from the last decade or so? What is your favorite memory of Christmas with your children?
The first time I brought them to Aspen to go sledding, they were babies. I have a picture of them. I got to find it and post it again. And they're in these little, like the bunting where it covers their whole body. and they're in red, and well, it's kind of red. It's more towards pink, which isn't necessarily my favorite Christmas color, but they're in their little red and green ensembles, and they're on their sleds, and we're pulling them on the sleds, and I just always remember that moment because they didn't know what was going on, but we have that picture forever. So,
Gonzalo?
Right. In this Christmas special, you share with Ariana and Michael Mitchell Harris. One of them has been around for a decade, and the other is just beginning. What do you think about the fame and media attention that artists like Ariana face compared to what you're experiencing in the 90s?
well, don't pigeonhole me to an era, first of all, please. Meaning I went through so many ups and downs since first releasing my first album back then, and then having to climb up, and you can read about this in the book, so I don't want to shortchange the story, but going through and coming back around for like the emancipation of Mimi during the mid 2000s, having We Belong Together become this major hit, I think Billboard called it the song of the decade, so that was 2 in a row. And then thinking about last year, I'm not mentioning a lot of albums, but thinking about what the fans did for All I Want for Christmas Is You last year, when it reached the top spot on the Billboard Hot 200, which is an amazing feat to happen over all this span of time. So what I focus on is not the celebrity of it all. Like, yeah, we all love to be glamorous, and that's fun, and I play around with it, but it's the art. I love making music. I love making albums. So the other, and I love other creative things. Like, I've had fun, acting and working with different people that, I was able to overcome the mess that was glitter and go into Precious and have that moment and explore that side of my creative self. So I think, there's a lot of scrutiny that happened to me earlier on that most people couldn't handle, because today there's a scandal, and then there's another scandal by somebody else. They want scandals. They create scandals. I'm not mentioning one person and saying they create scandals, but a lot of people do it now because of the attention, whereas I was literally running from it. But, that's that. And now we can, as artists, I think it's a bit easier because you can kind of create your own narrative. You can control your own narrative a lot better now. At least I feel that I can.
Lodi?
Thank you. I'm just waiting, so I'm not talking.
Yes. Christmas is so important for children. Do your children know that you're big for Christmas, that you're very like Santa?
I could take that in many ways, but they definitely know that we do big things at Christmas. They're not confused by that fact. Like, before they understood, oh, she has this big song or whatever, a few albums that people like to listen to at Christmas, and other albums and other songs, but they have learned to kind of understand that. And I'm happy that they like it, because if they didn't like the holidays and they didn't get into it, I'd be like, oh, I'm trying so hard, and don't they understand? So it's great that they participate and that they love it, and they know I'm trying to make them happy,
Elizabeth?
Yes, Mariah, thank you for this interview. And you are empowered woman, and you have worked a lot for your dreams. What is your message for all the women that want search that make their dreams come true?
Oh, just don't think of yourself as second best, and don't allow anybody else to make you feel that way. Or, do you know what I mean? Like, believe that it's possible. That, for me, that was the thing. It wasn't just, I want to be famous. I want to be a celebrity. It was really like, I believe that I can achieve my goals, and I'm not letting anybody stop me. Like, I have a song called Make It Happen, and that's what that song is about. It's very much an autobiographical song. And I usually do, in my Christmas concerts, I do a few other songs, like, sometimes I'll do Hero, I do Always For My Baby, I do occasionally We Belong Together. But the point is, all these songs, all these moments represent different places I was in my life as a songwriter, as a person, as a woman. And a lot of those times, if I would have just allowed people to completely take away my power because of a lot of the things that I was up against, then I wouldn't be here. And I try to tell people that all the time, like, no, look, you love me, because I did believe in myself. And that's with a person, if I'm talking to someone that loves me, I'm like, look, you wouldn't even know me if I gave up early on. You would never have heard of me. I would never have been in the studio making any album. So yeah, it's a work in progress, but we just have to be as strong as possible in this industry and the world.
All right. Fortunately, everyone, that's all the time that we have for today. I thank you very much all for coming and appreciate your time.
Yay! Thanks, you guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all so much. Merry Christmas early and see you soon. Thanks, guys. Come on, Judge. Okay, we're going to take a quick